I'm Christine.
And I'm Christina. In 2024, I moved to Texas from LA. And to keep in touch, Christine and I started a weekly game where we each pick a song that fits a chosen theme.
This game deepened our understanding of each other and the songs that shape us, inspiring the podcast you're listening to now.
Each week we share our picks, swap stories, and dig into tracks you might love.
And a lot of the time, have never heard of. Welcome to Stereo Thematica,
your favorite atypical music podcast. Howdy there, Christine.
Hey there. How you doing?
Hanging in there.
Yeah?
Nothing out of the ordinary for me today. But I was curious. Do you ever, expect the unexpected?
I feel like that's my motto.
Really?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. God, that would have been funny if I'm just learning this about you.
No, I do. I am good with expecting the unexpected.
Okay, so you can roll with the punches.
Yeah, and I think you kind of have to. I feel like I've shared this quote before, a Marcus Aurelius quote. How ridiculous and unrealistic is it for anyone to be astonished by anything in this world?
Wow.
I know. Anything that happens. I'm paraphrasing, of course.
Okay.
But isn't it a perfect quote?
I just don't agree.
Okay. No, I mean...
I love to be astonished.
See, well, okay. And
it is, but you say it's ridiculous, or Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius, and I kind of agree, but I am also a ridiculous person.
Okay, fair.
So,
but as am I.
Yeah, so we're ridiculous people, and so even though I live by this, I'm also okay with the fact that I am constantly astonished.
Oh, okay, good.
So,
me too.
Yeah, I'm contradicting myself all over the place.
No,
as per usual.
I'm glad that you broke it down for me, though, because I think I would have felt like, that I personally identify as a nihilist, but at the same time, I love to just be delighted by things.
Yeah. No, I think
especially the unexpected,
No, and it's good to have that, beginner's mindset all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, things will happen, and I'm, initially surprised or, oh, we talked about this a little bit in our Caught Off Guard episode, too, where you're, again, caught off guard, but why are you caught off guard? Shouldn't you, shouldn't nothing catch you? Yeah. But then, no, it's good to have that fresh mind frame.
That's a really good call out, because let's talk about today's theme, which is unexpected jams and how that might be different than caught off guard.
Oh, yeah.
Because to me, an unexpected jam is a song. At least I know I didn't explain this to you whenever I shared my theme, but to me, it's a song that you wouldn't necessarily have said, well, I like that. That's something that I would have just obviously thought of as a thing for me. And I'm curious, I know you picked a song and we'll get into it soon, but have you ever encountered any other unexpected jams out in the world?
I mean, as a kid, does that count?
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm still not sure if I got the assignment right.
Well, okay, and I'll say more. But tell me about your kid times.
The dentist office, the music they play.
Oh, was it like Muzak?
Well, so can I share a little bit about this dentist?
Please.
He was a hot dentist. You know what his name was?
What?
Dr. Dick.
No.
I'm not
They were going to say, somebody I knew had a dentist named Dr. Root. I don't like that.
No.
He chose to do that. But Dr. Dick?
Dr. Dick. Richard. I mean, it was the 70s. Dick was a popular name. He had a mustache. He kind of looked like what we imagine a porn star to look like. But, he was a really nice guy. Anyway, I was 5 or 6. I got nitrous oxide.
Fun.
I was feeling giddy, loose. On the speakers comes Copacabana. And in my head, as a little kid, I'm dancing around like that, and I'm imagining kissing him.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
And
that is unexpected.
Does that count as an unexpected?
100%.
Okay, good.
The whole thing is perfect because it's an unexpected experience.
And part of the reason I remember this so vividly is because there is a picture.
Of Dr. Dick?
Of Dr. Dick, and I will dig it up. I will dig it up.
I need to see it.
I will share it with you after we record.
I know he's not going to be as hot as I'm imagining, but I'm excited to see it.
I don't know.
You think it holds up?
I think it holds.
Wow.
Very Tom Selleck.
That's incredible. Also, playing Copacabana, or whatever the name of the song is, at the dentist is such an insane move.
I mean,
you need something that's very, I guess that is sort of relaxing, but...
It is, but it's a jam. Like when you hear it with nitrous oxide, it's kind of a jam.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
it's most things with nitrous oxide are probably going to be a
Yeah.
jam
Yeah,
unless they're scary. Well, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you a little
Okay.
bit about what I was thinking.
Tell
So
me.
my unexpected jams sometimes, like I am somebody, and I feel like I've talked about this on the podcast. I love a jingle.
Yes, clearly.
Not all jingles, but a lot of them are very good. There was, I feel like I talked about this, a sandwich shop in Austin called Thundercloud Subs that always had good ones. But there was this one other jingle. It was a PSA about if you think you drank poison, but you don't know. And I'm like, that in itself is gold. Truly love that.
Oh my God.
People these days are making up like Instagram songs, like songs for their original content.
Yeah.
There's this guy who like makes a song, and I actually need to look him up because it's worth a listen, but he makes songs for every new city that he visits.
That sounds like something you'd do.
It does. And I'm like jealous that I didn't think of it. But he just did one for San Juan, Puerto Rico, and it's like good enough to be a standalone song. So bless him. How about the goddamn washing machine? When it finishes, it's like, does yours do a little song when it finishes?
No.
Oh, really?
Like beeping noises?
Yeah. Like ours is like do 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 do. And so I made up a song to it.
Okay.
I did all the laundry, all of your clothes, they are clean now.
Oh.
That's kind of insane, right?
I love it. But now I'm seeing that I totally did not get the theme right.
No. As you know, everything's always open to interpretation.
Okay, thank you.
But I can tell you a little bit more about what led me to this path.
Yeah,
if you'd
please.
like.
Oh, I need to know.
So long before I heard about it on the podcast, This American Life, and don't worry, because I am going to circle back to it and give them their credit, since that's one of my first favorite podcasts, and I still listen to it.
Yeah.
Are you a fan?
I used to be. I feel like I have so many other podcasts that I'm listening to. It's no longer a priority.
I see. I get it. But back before I heard it, there was a song I'd always hear when I was waiting on hold on the phone. And it was like super groovy. And my first job out of college was at my alma mater, UT. And I often had to call people or receive calls on a landline. Remember those, Christine?
Yeah, I've had a few. My mom still has one.
Yeah?
Do you have one in your house?
God, no.
Okay.
I haven't had a landline. No. In like, I don't know how many years. But at work, if you work in an office, you most likely have a landline. So on that landline, it feels like I was placed on hold for, hours and hours. And probably collectively I was. And sometimes I was lucky enough to get my favorite hold music. It was a little bit spooky, a little bit ethereal, with the perfect amount of synth claps and general funkiness to keep me hooked every time I heard it. And sometimes I would literally put the headset on a speaker and just get up and dance around my office. Because I was 23 and I had my own office, and I also didn't really care at all.
Don't blame age. You'd still do that today.
I would still do it today. It's so true. My students, because I had student workers that reported to me, thought I was insane. And I was like, this is fine. Not everyone who works with you is going to be a normal. So, but the fun thing is, I kind of think almost every listener will recognize this music when I share it. Here we go. It's Tim Carlton's Opus Number 1. Christine, did you recognize this when I shared it with you?
I had never heard this.
Wow. That's shocking to me.
No, it's shocking to me that it is such a thing.
Okay.
Like to you, and that you're able to dance to it.
Oh, but it
Good
is
for
such
you.
a thing. Thank you. I mean, it's kind of one of those sinister, like you're not like doing some kind of special dance. You're just kind of like vibing out in the corner, right?
Yeah. Making the kids uncomfortable.
Just like finding some way to make sense of my first kind of boring office job. Loved it, but still, I had no idea you didn't know about this song.
I did not know, and I want to hear more about it, but never heard of it, at least that I'm aware of. Like, I feel like I would have known if I've been on hold.
That's
Like,
so interesting. I can't wait to tell you all about
Yeah.
it. Because I never even considered this was anything but like the best hold music in the entire universe until one day when I was listening to that This
Yeah.
American Life episode, and they started talking about a man's relentless pursuit to find out about this very song, which it turned out was used by Cisco, aka the number one supplier of corporate phones in the world, on something like they had it installed on like 65 million phones as its standard hold music. And that's why I assumed most listeners would have recognized it. If you're calling somebody, you get placed on hold, vice versa, whatever.
Yeah.
But we do have a decent international audience. And that's where I'm curious if hold music differs from country to country.
Yeah. No, I wonder, let us know, because
please,
I don't think I've ever been on hold in another country.
I was wondering about, do you know how like the phone rings different even?
Yeah. Yes.
Like, so maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Could be a thing. But please, listener, write in, especially if it's like something unexpected.
I know.
But back to that This American Life episode. It originally aired on January 17th, 2014, and it's episode 516, Stuck in the Middle. It's all about people being stuck in the middle of something like being on hold, I guess. I actually do think it's worth a listen because they do a deep dive into the background of this hold music song and its origin, which, of course, I'll link to it in the show notes. But just in case anyone wants to know early and they don't feel like stopping listening to our podcast to listen to that one, which I appreciate, you might be fascinated to learn that Opus Number 1 was written by Tim Carlton in 1989 and recorded onto a 4-track tape recorder by his friend Derek Deal. And he was just 16 years old when he wrote and recorded it.
Another young'un.
Another young'un. They're everywhere. So at the time that the podcast came out, Tim was no longer a musician. He was actually an IT guy. And he never got a penny from Cisco for using his song. No, never. Not to my knowledge, at least not at the time of publication of that episode. And then also I did a lot of Googling around and I couldn't find anything.
Oh, shit.
Okay, Christina, and I know you said you hadn't heard of it and you were surprised it was such a thing. Yeah. But if you think I'm alone in loving this funky jam, you're quite wrong.
Really?
Yes. It has quite the cult following, and it's popped up in pop culture over and over over the years, including in YouTube videos honoring the best hold music ever made.
Really?
With many, many, many comments celebrating it. A Bud Light Super Bowl commercial featuring Miles Teller and his wife dancing around their living room while on hold.
His real wife?
His real wife, yeah. Like, I didn't know who she was, but I guess she's like a personality. A known person. Multiple TikToks and Instagram videos. And as you can imagine, countless Reddit posts and discussions about anything from the types of synths used in its production to whether it's 80s music or they called it 80s, which is like a mix of the 90s and 80s.
Okay.
So, I mean, kind of love it because it's 89. It's right on the cusp. It was even remixed into How to Dress Well's song Precious Love. But full disclosure, I don't love this song. So I will throw it in this show notes, but I'm just saying the original is the best. So that's actually my unexpected jam. A song you didn't look for. Yeah. But it came to you in a very unexpected way. And I've got to give praise, of course, to Tim for making our on-hold experience a little bit easier. If you do want to laugh, which, you know, I love to laugh, I recommend checking out the YouTube comments for this song. My favorite was, it's 1989 and you're calling the bank on a wired Garfield phone to make your $63 mortgage payment and this banger comes on.
Oh, God. Okay, now I'm going to have to like do my own research on this guy, but I'll start with the This American Life episode. Thank you.
Good deal. Yes.
Thanks. Yeah.
All right. Well, I can't wait to hear what your unexpected jam is.
Okay. So even though I may have misunderstood the assignments a little bit, there are a few reasons why my pick is an unexpected jam, to me at least.
Sure.
But maybe before I go down the rabbit hole, let's share a clip. The song is Foxygen's Shuggy from their 2013 album, We Are the 21st Century Ambassadors of Peace and Magic.
I met your daughter the other day. Well, that was weird. She had rhinoceros-shaped earrings in her ears. But, hey man, have a soda. It's on the house. Remember what I told you about the rooms inside this house?
I was immediately hooked by that surreal imagery, especially those rhinoceros-shaped earrings in her ear.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you would have rhinoceros-shaped earrings.
I feel like it's not an incorrect assumption.
Right?
I don't,
Yeah.
but you know,
No.
it's
Okay.
a cool. That
It
always
is,
sticks
right?
out to me in the song too.
No, like immediately. It was so like, oh, what a great image. Now, when I shared this with you, you immediately knew who the band was and you said you loved the song.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing you actually experienced this in 2013 when the album came out.
It's funny that you say that because I actually don't remember when this song first came to me. It's been in my like Spotify library for a long time, but probably not 2013. It might have been one of those ones that was put on like a Spotify Discover Weekly playlist.
Okay.
That immediately I was like, yes, this is my vibe and my jam.
Okay.
But there's actually only a couple of songs on the album that I actually really like.
Okay. We'll get to
Well,
some
we
of those
can- we
other
can dive
songs
in.
a little
Yeah.
later. I only learned about Foxy Gen as I actually thought their name was pronounced back in 2024. And I think the reason for that pronunciation is because my friend Jen shared the song. That's how
Nice.
simple my brain works.
No, that's perfect. She's got a new nickname.
Yeah. So, of course, it's pronounced Foxygen, rhyming with oxygen. And do you know how they got their name?
Not at all.
Oh, good. So there was a 2013 Pitchfork interview with the band, and they shared that it was something a friend said about a guy. Quote, she said he was sexy or hot, or that he was her foxygen, or something like that. We were probably 13. I don't know why, but it stuck. Anyway, I will get to the band's origin story in a sec, but I just want to give Jen some credit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When she shared this song via text, she wrote, Alexa does not understand the way I speak and played this instead. The vibe that made me think of you. Okay, would you have thought I'd dig the song, knowing me?
No, actually. And
Yeah.
that's what's funny is it's unexpected.
Yeah.
I received this as unexpected because you liked it.
Yeah. No, that's I'm so glad to hear that because it's weird that she would she's shared another song with me before that we've talked about. Actually, she introduced me to the band Altan Gun, the Turkish band from Amsterdam. In our Predictable episode, we talked about that. So this is like the second time she's shared a song with me that I end up really loving.
Nice.
So yeah, thanks, Jen.
Go, Jen.
Now, I have to say that whenever someone shares a song with me, I'm cautiously optimistic. Like, I want to like it, but I know that my taste or vibe is really specific. And in this case, the name of the band and the song were just kind of lame, I thought. So I almost dreaded it. But even more than the dreamlike lyrics, the lackadaisical vocals hooked me. And I knew nothing about Foxygen, so I was thinking this was a woman. And then we get like this pretty significant shift in tempo about 1 minute in. And then I'm like, wow, this is indeed an unexpected gem. And it keeps getting better throughout until the very end.
Ba, 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 da, 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 da.
Yeah, that's it. No, thank you, Christina. That is
That's fun.
Indeed the end. And this entire album is like a pastiche of all these rock legends that we really love. I think I could speak for the both of us.
Oh, for sure. And I'm glad you say that because there's one. I was listening to this album not yesterday, but like 2 days ago in full. And I was oh, Bob Dylan.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
There's one song in particular where I'm like, this is just a Dylan ripoff or homage.
I feel like it's more homage, and you're right. It's so Dylan.
Yeah.
No Destruction, I think, is the one
Yes,
you're thinking
that's
about. It's
definitely the
even
one.
got like the harmonica solo at the end.
Yeah.
No, that's
I had to
really
start
good.
it over to listen to it again.
Oh, wow.
It was funny.
The title track, I love. I don't know. It's just like all this like Rolling Stones. We got Bob Dylan, obviously. We got Velvet Underground. Who else?
Neil Young, I feel like a little bit.
Oh, interesting.
I don't remember which song.
Yeah.
But
Okay, I can kind of see that.
yeah.
But like Bowie, although in one of their many interviews out there, they're like, yeah, Bowie, but really more Eno. So they're very into the whole glam rock scene.
Nice.
And T-Rex, I feel like there's
Okay.
a little of that.
Yeah.
Todd Rundgren, kind of.
Yeah, I can see
feel,
that.
you're right.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So I don't know. To me, though, Shuggy feels the most original. Would you kind of say that?
I think so.
Okay.
I love all the kind of variants in the song.
Yeah.
Like, especially
yes.
with that crazy singing the bataras. Like,
Yeah.
it was, yeah, it's just such
I
a
love
fun,
that.
it's a very fun song. And
Yeah.
it's so, I love the kind of, I don't know, lackadaisical way he's singing at the beginning.
No, exactly. Well, a few people on Reddit say that this song is an homage stylistically to Shuggy Otis.
Oh, okay.
Though I couldn't find exactly where the band says that themselves. The closest I came was their Bandcamp page. With regard to Shuggy, it says, it manages to fit all the light bounce of the song's namesake and the climbing choruses of ELO into its 3 minutes. And I definitely see the ELO. Like, right? It's ELO, I think. Yeah, now I'm feeling that a lot more than Shuggy Otis, but I don't know enough about Shuggy Otis.
Yeah, me neither.
I definitely know Booty Cooler. It's no booty. Yes, it's no booty cooler. That's for sure.
Put that in a quote somewhere.
And we will share that song.
Yeah, perfect.
Now, so for our listeners who are new to Foxygen, it's two friends who met in a 6th grade math class in Westlake Village, which is just about 30 minutes outside of like LA. And so it's the multi-instrumentalist Jonathan Rado and vocalist Sam France. And they've been playing music together since middle school, and they formed Foxygen in 2005 at 14.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's some kids.
Yeah.
This is like kids part 2.
No, I know.
I love it.
And so they were both like really obsessed with the Brian Jonestown Massacre. That's for everyone, that's a band. And even Rado, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, even Rado talked about how they watched the documentary about that band every day.
Wow.
And yeah,
Fandom.
I don't know for how long, but supposedly every day. And they also produced their first album with 30 plus songs in 2007 when they were still in high school.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And they had like something like over 100 songs around that time. So they limited to 30 plus.
Yeah.
And then their breakthrough album, Take the Kids Off Broadway, came out in 2011 and then was reissued by Jaguar in 2012 when they were like 20 or 21. Yeah, it's insane. And then the Pitchfork 7.9 review of that album said, while Broadway touches on territory similar to that previously mined by Ariel Pink and MGMT, Foxygen approached psych pop revivalism with the cram-it-all enthusiasm of teenagers discovering rock music staples for the first time, which is kind of true. And I mean, are you at all familiar with their first album?
No, I haven't listened to it.
It's cute, like but it does feel more like directly, like not copying some of these other artists, but it doesn't
emulating.
Yes, it's not as pastiche-y.
Okay.
Now, Pitchfork gave 21st Century an 8.4 review and wrote, having a great record collection and having some idea with what to do with it are two different things. And on We Are the 21st Century Ambassadors, Foxygen have internalized enough of the music they love to start toying with it.
Interesting.
And I feel like that's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So a little bit of growth, artistic growth.
I think so.
Yeah.
Now, aside from Shuggy, I think there are many bangers on this album, and you already kind of, well, did you like the No Destruction, the Dylan one?
You know, I didn't dislike it.
Yeah.
I think I was so thrown off by the Dylan kind of vibe that I just kind of was just like, this feels like a Dylan, ripoff.
Yeah.
I don't know, and not in an ugly way.
Yeah.
But.
And I don't see it being like as obsessed with Dylan as I am. I actually really appreciated it. And I felt like there was even maybe more Velvet Underground or is like a mix of Bob Dylan and Lou Reed, maybe. I don't know. but I really enjoyed it.
Nice.
And then the title track, like I said, it's a fun song.
And which one do you think I like?
Oh, I would say the title track, but
I changed my background just so you would
oh
guess.
wait, what?
San Francisco.
Oh, San Francisco, of course.
Listener, I have a Golden Gate Bridge background today on Zoom. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
That one is so funny to me. Like, it's very cutesy and like very twee and
very
like
twee.
what I like, you know. But I like the little kind of call and response part where they're saying, I left my heart in San Francisco. And the person is going,
so funny.
That's okay. I was born in LA.
Yeah, I love there's one lyric in, I think it's the No Destruction song, the Bob Dylan song, where it's like, you don't have to be mean anymore. We're not in Brooklyn. It's not that exactly, but
I think I remember that now. And it made me laugh out loud then too. And I'm like, yes.
No, it's
that's
so good. But yeah, so are you giving me this as an unexpected jam?
100%. I also think it has an unexpected origin story because your friend asked for a song from Alexa. Yeah. Alexa didn't understand it. So they gave her, I mean, it's almost like something freaky went on to deliver this song to you.
No, I like that you caught that too.
Mm-hmm.
But I've said this before, I think. One of the things I love most about doing this podcast with you is learning more about like new to me music and these unexpected jams. And I learned a lot about these guys. And thanks to you, I was somewhat familiar with their more indie influences, which I was very proud of. Mm-hmm. So do you remember back in our favorite bands of 2025 episode when you talked about Van Goghs, you mentioned the band of Montreal?
Yes.
Which I was confused. I was like, wait, are they from Montreal? Is that what you're saying? Anyway, but I was curious because it was a cool name. So then I looked them up and now I'm really digging them. But in my research for this very episode, I found an interview in Interview Magazine with Oxygen. And did you know they opened for of Montreal in 2013?
No.
Yeah.
But that makes sense.
Yeah.
And this is actually, wait a minute. Oh. So where was it? Was that just like a one-off?
I think it was a one-off. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I forget the location. It was like a New York thing.
Nice.
Yeah, and Rado said it was the first concert he ever went to. Not that 2013 one, but previously.
Cute. Yeah. And like, hopefully that was in LA, I'm guessing when they were like teens or whatever.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Before we segue, do you know, because I've been wanting to ask you about this, but like this seems like the perfect timing. There's like been this conversation online about hipster music and what was hipster music and how do you define it? Yeah. And this is like so apt because there have been these conversations about like, you know, what is hipster music? And people are like, oh, it's like the Lumineers and Stomp Clap and whatever. And it's like, no, wrong. It's stuff like, you know, Beach House and Deer Hunter and Chick and whatever. And they're like, and it ended, I can't remember if it was like 2013 or 2014, but like with Future Islands playing on, you know, a late night talk show. And they're like, and that was the end of it. Because it's like, no one really talks about indie or hipster or anything anymore, you know?
Only on this show with you.
Yeah. It's like, so there's all this like indie hipster nostalgia that's happening. I'll find like a Vice article about it because like Of Montreal was very like, you know, of that era. And I'm just wondering if Foxygen was like on the cusp or something.
I wonder, but Of Montreal, they're playing like
well, that's
August.
why I saw them. I saw them a couple of years ago at that. Yeah. I mean, I had seen them in college, but then I saw them when they played at the same festival that Being Dead was playing at. Yeah. And it felt like their time had passed.
Okay. So you don't recommend?
No, I mean, like, I think the thing that was so fun about Of Montreal was like, I think I saw them in 2008. Oh, wow. They're so zany, like costumes, crazy costumes, dancers, like hundreds of people on stage, like really nutty stuff. Yeah. They still tried to have some of that. It just felt like, oh, everyone's older now. I don't know. You should still go if you want to.
No, I mean, there's so many other concerts. I don't want to be like just worn out by concerts. And I mean, there's a few songs I like. I really like The Party Is Crashing Us.
Oh, I love that one.
And just a very clever title.
That's good. Listen to Oslo in the Summertime too. Okay, that's a fun one.
I'll check that out. But like MGMT, that's another one. Have you ever talked about them? I don't know.
Not.
But they're another one I'm kind of like, oh, this is good.
Did I share an MGMT song with you on this show?
We haven't covered it, at least, but I'll check our archives. I don't know.
I think I might have.
Huh.
And it's also an unexpected, because it almost doesn't even sound like them to
Yeah.
me, but I guess I'm like I don't know their whole
Okay.
discography. But
Yeah. So yeah, I wonder, I might be entering my indie era. I don't know.
Wow. I can't wait. I can
Yeah.
send you so many obnoxious, like a lot of playlists. So.
I might be. I don't
Might.
know.
Okay.
Yes,
Well, we'll
it might
find
be
out.
my indie ADHD era. So it won't last.
Skip.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, that was fun. Thank you for this, and thank you for
love
your
it.
concessions.
I truly feel like we can't be too much sticklers for the rules, Christine.
No.
Only if it's a sing
I appreciate
along
that.
in a movie.
Yeah.
But hey, I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I give you and all of our listeners some unsolicited advice?
I always welcome that.
Read a poem or 5 or 10 this summer. In a speech delivered in 1930, Robert Frost said, "Poetry begins in trivial metaphors, pretty metaphors, grace metaphors, and goes on to the profoundest thinking that we have." When's the last time you did some of the profoundest thinking that you have? And don't you want to tap into that again?
Yes, and maybe don't bother reading The Road Not Taken, because we're pretty sure you already get the gist of that one.
Poetry has the power to make you laugh, cry, imagine a new world, consider a perspective you've never thought of. And this can all be done in a variety of literary devices and writing styles. The possibilities are endless.
I've literally told Christina 1 million times that hyperbole is my personal favorite literary device.
Yeah. And if you need a suggestion for where to start, it never hurts to cruise on over to a local bookstore or your public library and see what the librarians have put out as their favorites in the poetry section. And may I also recommend some of my personal favorites? Pablo Neruda wrote 100 Sonnets of Love. Federico Garcia Lorca's poems drip with duende, just like Christine loves. And Ada Limon reminds us that spring is indeed coming, and instructions on not giving up. If you want to peruse thousands of poems from these and many more poets, I recommend visiting poets.org.
Hyperbole aside, I'm bookmarking this website immediately.
Advice over. And I didn't even rhyme once. Christine, any hints about what next week's theme offers us?
Next week, we are dusting off the crystal ball, sort of.
Thanks for listening to Stereothematica. If you like what you're hearing, please consider a review, a rating, or sharing with a friend.
And follow us on Instagram, where you can share your favorite unexpected jams. We also got that infinite Spotify playlist linked in our show notes.
And visit stereothematica.com for more fun.